Sorry about that. Thank you, Kim. Good evening, everybody. Before we call the council to order, I'd just like to review the agenda a little bit. This evening, we have resolutions for the Satang family of Kamei Restaurant. We also have a speaker, Julia Long. Then we're going to go through, so we have a couple public hearings. Then we have some regular business to conduct. And we'll break for some committee work and then finish out the evening. With that, I'd like to open the city council meeting, the regular city council meeting, Monday, September 23rd, 7 o'clock. Please call the roll.
Bowen? Here. Crawley?
Here.
Feldman? Here. Houseman? Here. Rotundo? Here. Spang? Here. St. Hilaire? Here. Sweeney? Here. And Flowers.
Council St. Hilaire, pledge allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. First on the agenda is a resolution, order number 244, from Council Rotundo and Council Spang for the Satangs of the Kamei Restaurant.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. I want to thank Frank Raffa. He's the one who brought it to my attention. As a business owner downtown, I've had the opportunity to work with them in the past on some things with Frank's voice. So on their retirement, I felt it was fitting for the longtime business downtown. A resolution in honor of Bo and Lily Satang of Kamei Restaurant on the occasion of their retirement, presented by the Beverly City Council with great appreciation for our esteemed honorees. Whereas Bo and Lily Satang have been integral members of our community since opening their esteemed establishment, Kamei Restaurant, in June 2000. Whereas Bo and Lily Satang emigrated from Cambodia to the United States in the 1980s, bravely escaping the Khmer Rouge and Cambodian genocide. Whereas upon their arrival in the United States, Bo and Lily Satang began their journey in the food industry, diligently working in various positions to expand their knowledge and expertise in the restaurant business.
Whereas Bo Satang embarked on his entrepreneurial journey as part owner of Asahi Restaurant on Pickering Wharf during the 1990s, laying the foundation for his future endeavors. Whereas over the past 34 years, Bo and Lily Satang have built a loyal following of customers from the North Shore area, earning respect and admiration for their dedication, hard work, and exceptional service. Whereas Kamei Restaurant has become a beloved staple in downtown Beverly, enriching our community with its unique flavors, warm hospitality, and vibrant atmosphere. And whereas Bo and Lily Satang retired this spring after decades of passion, perseverance, and positive impact on our community, and will have the opportunity to spend more time with their children, Brian and Jenny, and their new granddaughter, Harper.
Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Beverly City Council does hereby congratulate, thank, and honor Bo and Lily Satang for their outstanding contribution to our community, their unwavering commitment to excellence in the restaurant industry, and their remarkable journey from Cambodia to become cherished business owners in downtown Beverly, and extend to them our best wishes for much happiness, success, good health, and enjoying years to come. In orders that the city clerk spread a copy of this resolution upon the city records.
Do you want to say anything? No, okay.
Like 3 minutes?
Do I do a motion to
Yes, that, yeah.
finish the resolution?
Approve it first, yeah.
Congratulations, and thank you for all the hard work and the dedication and stuff that you've brought to the city over the many years that you've been with us. On that note, I'd like to do is make a motion to approve order number 244.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
What I'd like to do is take a short 3 to 5 minute break to allow for pictures and congratulations. Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor? We'll take a short break. Call the council back to order. Thanks again to the family and all the stuff that they've done as far as the Satangs and for our community. At this time, we do have a citizen speaker, and I'd like to have her come up, Julia Long from 17 Pine Road. You have up to 5 minutes. And this is just basically a one-way communication. We're here to learn things. There won't be communication back and forth from the council.
Great.
Look
Thank
forward to
you.
hearing from you. Thank you.
Awesome. Greetings, Mayor Cahill, President Flowers, honorable council members, and members of the community. I'm Julia Long, Community Engagement Director for Green Beverly, and I thank you for allowing us time to speak this evening. I'd like to share about a project called North Shore Farm and Food Coalition, NSFFC. It was first convened in January of 2023 after the USDA accepted a planning grant proposal we co-created with New Entry Sustainable Farming Project. The coalition is composed of farms, city representatives, food-based organizations, small businesses, educational institutions, and training programs in the 5 most populous North Shore communities: Beverly, Salem, Lynn, Peabody, and Danvers. Our goal is to connect and identify ways to facilitate more locally grown food and offer a menu of options for actions on both a small and large scale. Tonight's sharing is part of the ongoing process of incorporating our municipal leaders into the conversation. Although my words here are one-sided, we will be holding a meeting in the near future to provide further details of our project and have an interactive discussion to gather your input as well. Of course, the benefits of local food are vast. Strong local food access brings potential to heighten climate resistance, as referenced in the city's climate action plan, as well as food security, economic health, public health, mental health, social collaboration, multi-generational education, multicultural awareness. Shall I go on? My point is that the local food system is worth understanding, expanding, and protecting. The coalition is divided into working groups: businesses and transportation, policy, growing spaces, and community engagement. These address various elements that compose our local food network, and they have engaged in broad and deep work for the past year and a half, and they are ever evolving. Our process has been complicated but worth it. We sought to gain insight into needs and wants relative to local food involving businesses, churches, schools, political representatives, and hundreds of North Shore residents. Countless stories have been shared and themes have emerged. These themes will be available at our website by early 2025 as part of a hub of other resources, ideas, and plans for better understanding and utilizing our local food system. We hope you and your constituents will find it useful. In the meantime, as part of the Community Engagement Working Group, I invite you to endeavor in the following actions. Review our website, northshorefarmandfood.org, and consider ways in which NSFFC might benefit your constituents. Attend our upcoming online meeting for a detailed presentation of our work and some of our findings. That date is yet to be determined. Mark your calendar for community education and discussion about our local food system and the importance of locally grown food at the Cabot Community Conversations event scheduled for Wednesday, February 26th from 6 to 8:30. We will send out a follow-up email detailing all the links and invitations I've just mentioned. Thank you for your time and important work on behalf of the incredible people you represent.
Thank you, Ms. Long. At this time, we have a set of minutes that we can accept. It would be the regular city council meeting September 9th of 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0. Communications from His Honor the Mayor.
Order number 242, Mayor Michael Cahill's notice of appointment to city office under City Charter Section 3-3. Honorable City Council, name of the appointee is John Hersey from 46 Charnock Street in Beverly to serve on the Bike and Pedestrian Advisory Committee. His term will be effective till February 5th, 2027. I respectfully request the review this appointment in accordance with Section 2-10 of the City Charter. Thank you for your consideration.
This will go to Public Services.
Order number 243. Mayor Michael Cahill's notice of appointment to city office under City Charter Section 3-3. Honorable City Council, name of appointee is David Gannon from 14 William Street to serve on the Commission on Disabilities. His term is effective till 11/1. It says 20, but I don't think that's correct. I respectfully request you review this appointment in accordance with Section 2-10 of the City Charter. Thank you for your consideration. I will ask about that expiration date.
Okay, thank you. Send this to Public Services. Communications from other city officers and boards.
Order number 245 from President Flowers, a reappointment for David Urshan to serve on the Community Preservation Committee in one of the at-large seats.
Send this to legal.
Order number 246 from President Flowers, a temporary appointment for City Clerk Lisa Kent as acting clerk of committees.
I recommend that we approve this on the floor.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.
Order number 247 from President Flowers, a correction to order for the term of the reappointment of the city clerk, original order 131-2024.
I also recommend that we approve this on the floor.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.
Order number 248 from the city clerk, a renewal application for a Class 1 motor vehicle dealer's license for North Shore Motorsports, Inc., DBA Cycles 128 of 107 Brimble Ave.
This goes to legal.
Order number 249 from the city clerk, a renewal application for a Class 2 motor vehicle dealer's license for Vileside Automotive, 126 Park Street.
Also to legal.
Order number 250 from the city clerk, a renewed application for a taxi livered license for Bass River Day Activity Program, DBA Bass River, Inc., from 437 Essex Street.
This will go to legal.
Order number 251 from the city clerk, a renewal application for a Class 2 motor vehicle license for Beverly Auto Sales, 43 Cabot Street.
This will also go to legal. Communications, application, and petitions.
Order number 252 from National Grid, a petition to install a new regular station on Livingston Ave to replace the existing one.
This will go to public services to set a public hearing. And I also have a motion to accept a late file, order number 253. Yes, sir.
Mr. Vice President, I just wanted to state this. I know I'm a big fan of holding late files, but this particular late file in the next order is in coordination with the Bridge Street as well as the temporary bridge and the transmission line that's all going on, so I asked to consider to let this file go through. Thank you.
Motion to accept.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.
Order number 253 from National Grid, a petition to install an SO pole on Bridge Street.
This will go to public services to set a public hearing. Also, a motion to accept a late file for order number 254.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.
Order number 254 from National Grid, a petition to install a JO pole on Bridge Street.
This will go to public services. Just a note on unfinished business on order 236. There's more, just so that everybody knows, there's more information that's been added to this order, just so that everybody's made aware, and that's why we brought this forward tonight, just to make sure everybody.
And it'll be on the website.
And it'll be on the website also.
Under 10-7 meeting.
Yeah, for the 10-7 meeting. Our first public hearing is not until 7:40, so I recommend that we take a break for committee work. All in favor? Aye. Okay, public services will stay here, legal to the bench, and finance and property, you can go as far as the committee room.
All right, if we're ready, I will call to order the Public Services Committee. All three members are present, and we have a few things we can cover tonight, including setting some public hearings. So, let's see, these are the only ones. So we did have a few orders referred from previous meetings. The ones we can act on are 226.
Yep.
229, 228, 229, and 230. So starting with 226, that was, that's the constituent inquiries related to Public Services Committee work. We've held this order of topics that had come up. Are there any further updates to discuss on those topics this week? All right, then I'll suggest we hold this, continue to provide updates as they come in. Put that one in the back of the folder. 228 is the appointment for Mark Casey being reappointed to the trustees of the Lynch Park group. Any?
Motion to approve?
Yep, second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right,
They're doing some great work there, so.
that 8-0. Recommend the council approve the reappointments. We have a reappointment as well for 2 members of the Permanent Building Commission. So order 229 is the reappointment of Scott DeLay to the Permanent Building Commission. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Right, that is approved. 0 as well. And the second reappointment to the same Permanent Building Commission is for Robin Luna Whitman. Is there a motion to approve that?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Approved 3-0. And we will have additional appointments that came to us tonight at our next meeting. We have 3 new orders to set public hearings for. So let's do those first, and then we can see if there's anything on the item that will be coming to us in 10 minutes or so. So order 252 is the grant of location for Livingstone Ave. So I would accept a motion to set that public hearing for October 7th at 8:30.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, so we'll set that one first. Number 253 is one of the 2 late file
Yep.
Bridge Street. So I'd accept a motion to set that public hearing on October 7th at 8:15.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
That is approved. And the final one, which is the second Bridge Street project, additional pole. I'd entertain a motion to set that public hearing for October 7th at 8:20.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. So the other item that's on our agenda is Order 238, which is the public hearing scheduled for
7:40.
40.
Yep.
So I know we have representatives from National Grid here, so we'll invite you to share during that public hearing. Were there any other questions from committee members?
Not as of right now.
So that will presumably come back
Yep.
to us after
Yes. Yep,
the
that should be a
public
short.
hearing to act on. That is all we've got on our agenda, so I would entertain a motion to adjourn Public Services Committee.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
We have a quorum.
I'd like to open the 7:40 public hearing, order number 238, the National Grid petition to install underground facilities to Bald Street. Ms. Kent?
Yep. Hold on, give me 1 second. Order number 238, order that the City of Beverly, the City Council of the City of Beverly hold a public hearing on Monday, September 23rd, 2024, at 7:40 PM at 101 Cabot Street, third floor, council chambers, relative to National Grid number 309-96478 to install underground facilities on Balt Street. And this was in the newspaper on September 13th.
Super, thank you. We have some folks here from National Grid, if you'd like to make some comments. Good evening, Sabita, how are you?
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hi. Sabita Mahaber Shihi, representing National Grid, 44 River Street, Beverly, Massachusetts. There is an existing conduit system out there that feeds one of the buildings. We are having to relocate it in order to make room for the new building that's there.
Okay, super. Any questions from the council? I'll open it up for the council members. Yes, Council Spang.
Thank you. Do you know approximately how long it'll take to do the work? Is it one day or a week, or do you know about how long it might take?
It should be about a day.
All set? I'd like to open it up. Is there any members of the audience that would like to have any questions or address? Seeing and hearing none, I'm going to close this public hearing and refer it back to Public Services. Thank you. I'd like to do is start working through some of the reports for committees. Yes, Council House. Hit your mic. Did the appointment? Is there an appointment?
Yes. Yes, yes. Oh, sorry. Yep, I gave her the wrong one. Thank you, Brenda. They're just not in order, but they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all yours.
Was it vote 3-0?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Order number 245, Committee on Legal Affairs, to whom refer the matter regarding a reappointment for David Urshon to serve on the Community Preservation Committee in one of the at-large seats, have considered the matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this reappointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
Order number 34, from Councilor Houseman, a letter regarding the Subcommittee on Legal Affairs initiatives to the new term. Put it, replace it on file. Receive and place on file.
Make a motion to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.
Order number 222, the Committee on Legal Affairs, to whom refer the matter regarding a change of company name for existing petroleum storage registration, have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this license for the name change.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
Order number 231, to whom refer the matter regarding Order 231, approved of leases with Multi-Wing Aviation with amendments on the 4 leases. Have recommend the council approve this request. And the new leases will be numbered 231A.
Questions or comments? Councilor Bowen.
Thank you. Just wanted to clarify, since there was a committee meeting that I wasn't able to attend, if there were any comments from Legal Affairs about how the questions from our previous meeting were addressed, and anything else that came up that's relevant to the.
Councilor Houseman.
Yes, the questions I raised relating to blanks that needed to be filled in, and equally importantly, sort of a cross-reference to terminating existing leases upon the execution of the new leases was also addressed. So issues that were raised were satisfied.
Anything further? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and the adoption of the order. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
Order number 101, which was changed to 101B in Legal Affairs on the 9/16 meeting. The Committee on Legal Affairs, to whom refer the matter regarding a proposed amendments to City Ordinance Section 15-37, Human Rights Committee, amendments to modify committee member qualifications. Recommend the council approve these requests, and I'm going to say them separately, so they're separate
Yes.
votes. Okay. A motion to renumber Order 101 to 101B was made and seconded. A vote was taken and motion carried 3-0.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the, yes. Mr.
Just a question regarding process here. The markups that were made by legal in terms of accepting or not accepting certain portions are incorporated into what you're reading?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
With the assistance of the solicitor's office.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. So the question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and the adoption of the order. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
A motion to approve proposed strikeout of language in sentence 2 of section 1 was made and seconded. A vote was taken and motion carried 3-0.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and the adoption of the order. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
A motion to reject red line change to make DEIB director member of committee was made and seconded. A vote was taken and motion carried 3-0.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and the adoption of the order. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
A motion to reject proposed addition beginning with committee members in sentence 4, section 1, and reject striking of and was made. A vote was taken and motion carried 3-0.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and the adoption of the order. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
A motion to approve proposed addition, 6-year service, 1-year break, in sentence 4, section 1 was made and seconded. A vote was taken and motion carried 3-0.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and the adoption of the order. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
A motion to strike language in last 2 sentences of first paragraph was made and seconded. A vote was taken and motion carried 3-0.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and the adoption of the order. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
A motion to approve proposed changes in A, number 2 was made and seconded. A vote was taken and motion carried 3-0.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the order, proposal and adoption of the order. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
A motion to approve proposed changes in section B2 was made and seconded. A vote was taken and motion carried 3-0.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
A motion to approve change in section B4, grammaticals change to add word anti was made and seconded. A vote was taken and motion carried 3-0.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and the adoption of the order. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 8-0. Perfect timing. I'd like to open our second public hearing this evening. Order number 234, CPC Community Preservation Committee Fiscal Year 2025 Proposals CPA Budget.
Order, legal number notice 234-224, order that the City Council of the City of Beverly hold a public hearing on Monday, September 23rd, 2024, at 7:50 p.m. at 191 Cabot Street, 3rd floor, Council Chambers, relative to the Community Preservation Committee Fiscal Year 2025 Proposed CPA Budget. And this was in the newspaper on September 13th.
Good evening, Mr. Beckwith. Welcome.
Good evening, Mr. President and members of the council. It's good to be here. I'm just really here, I think, to answer your questions. We submitted the budget recommendation based in large part, entirely, actually, I could say, on the city's estimate on the surcharge amount that'll come in and also the state match. And that total is $1,208,233 for this coming year, and which would be used for round 12, which we've just opened and launched that process.
Any questions from the council? Ms. Bowen?
Thank you. All looks good to me, and I think it's a nice chance as we go through this process always to just reaffirm the work that the committee does and that the community does in putting these projects forward. My only question was on the administrative budget. I know we adjusted that to be able to provide more continuity and stable support, and so I just wanted to hear from the perspective of committee members how that's going and if this feels sufficient going forward to provide all the admin support that you all need.
Yes, during, I guess, June would be when we have a part-time staff person supporting our activities. I think everything will, once we get through the MOU process, which is an education for anyone, then it'll move. But Jean Delios is doing a fine job, and the committee is very pleased, and so we appreciate the additional administrative budget for that so that we'd have a dedicated person. And, you know, it's helping us do the best we can for the city.
Council St. Hilaire?
Thank you. Mr. Beckwith, thank you. I'm just curious about the project pipeline at this point. You know, are we healthy with new applicants coming in still every year after many years of doing this, or are you out soliciting, or how does that process work?
We just had our annual meeting on September 12th, Counselor, and we had, it's interesting, last year we had a number of projects that we hadn't even thought of or heard of before, and the same thing happened this last meeting. So we just launched our projects, our process. The deadline for pre-application, the forms that come in to make sure that what community members are suggesting is actually eligible for funding comes. That's the first part of the process. And then applications will be due in January for the ones found eligible. So we're early on in the process. We also expect there'll be one or two out of cycle coming in this year. So we feel good, but we always would love more. So as you talk to constituents, you know, if you could say more, there's money. There's money.
Thank you, Mr. Beckwith. I think that was exactly my point. I think we'll be out, I'm sure, hitting the sidewalks for you. Thank you.
If I can, and I know you can't do anything else until the top of the hour, so now I have a full 5 minutes. No, I'm just, we actually had some money left over last year, so there was room for additional projects if they had come forward, but we'll be able to use that money this year, and it carries over. So one of the benefits we've seen for a number of years where the state did additional funding when they went through the final rounds of supplemental budgets and things like that. They would find extra money, and the cities and towns with CPA programs would lobby very hard through our coalition and get additional monies. That is not happening now. So the little cushion that we've been getting from year to year most likely is not going to be here for a while. But we have money.
Councilor Spang?
Thanks. I just wanted to echo the thanks for all the work that you guys do, and to mention for anybody watching from home that the public hearing that you talked about, where you do a lot of education on the types of projects that can be funded, there's a link to it on your CPC website, on the city's website. So if people didn't get to come in person, they can watch that, thanks to BevCam.
Yes, and that was, it was a very good meeting. We went into all the different categories, plus on the website our pre-application instructions, and we're available to help hold applicants' hands and nurture them along the way, so.
Any members of the public would like to speak on this order? Hearing none, I'm going to close this public hearing and refer it back to Finance and Property. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate the information. What I'd like to do is take a very short break for committee work on these two orders, and then we'll come back and finish up for the evening. On the bench.
All right.
All right.
So I will call back to order the Committee on Public Services at 7:58, writing it down for Lisa this time. So we have Order 238, which is the petition from National Grid to install underground facilities on Balch Street that we just had a public hearing on. Is there a motion to approve or recommend the council approve?
So moved.
Second.
Any further comments or questions?
Yeah, I just, with this, I know that you work very closely with our engineering department, but it looks like the work is also right across from where the middle school, a lot of cars enter and exit. So if you can just coordinate so that at school drop-off and pickup times are like a half hour around there. I'm sure they're going to mention that too, but because it's already a very congested area during those times. That was my only flag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Great. If you wouldn't mind just, I don't know if the microphone can pick up. Okay.
You got it.
If you wouldn't mind just sharing those plans so that folks who are watching can hear. Thank you.
You're good. Super.
Yes, we'll have police out there, and we will coordinate with the, make sure that we're not interrupting that too much.
Thank you.
Just one quick question. Is that just like a day, or how long is it?
One day.
One day? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They'll be out, that's for the digging and putting in the conduit and so forth, but addressing the pole and getting the wires in, that'll be probably another day, but
Sure.
we'll have police there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Any further
No.
questions? Excellent. Then all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, then we will send that back and recommend that the petition be granted. And that is all we have on our agenda,
Yep.
so I would take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Services.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All
Good.
right,
Yep.
a 2-minute meeting.
All set. Okay, I'll call the council back to order, and we'll continue on with
Reports of
reports from committees.
Order number 234, the Committee on Finance and Property, to whom refer the matter regarding Community Preservation Committee fiscal year 2025 proposed CPA budget, have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this request.
Any questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and the adoption of the order. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
Order number 228, the Committee on Public Services, to whom refer the matter regarding a reappointment for Mark Casey, 16 Chapman Street, to serve on the trustees of David S. Lynch Public Park. Recommend the council approve the reappointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
Order number 229, the Committee on Public Services, to whom refer the matter regarding a reappointment for Scott DeLay, 36 Dane Street, to serve on the Permanent Building Commission. Have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this reappointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and the adoption of the order. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
Order number 230, the Committee on Public Services, to whom refer the matter regarding a reappointment for Robin Luna Whitman of 12 Lothrop Street to serve on the Permanent Building Commission. Have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this reappointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and the adoption of the order. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
Order number 252, the Committee on Public Services, to whom refer the matter regarding a petition to install a new regular station on Livingston Stone Ave to replace the existing one. Have set a public hearing for October 7th at 8:30 p.m.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and the adoption of the order. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
Order number 253, the Committee on Public Services, to whom refer the matter regarding a National Grid petition to install SO pole on Bridge Street. Have set a public hearing for October 7th at 8:15 p.m.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
Order number 254, the Committee on Public Services, to whom refer the matter regarding National Grid petition to install a JO pole on Bridge Street, and have considered said matter and set a public hearing on October 7th, 8:20 p.m.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
Order number 238, the Committee on Public Services, to whom refer the matter regarding petition 309-96478 to install underground facilities on Vault Street. Have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the petition be granted.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries 8-0.
That's all for me.
That is all for you. Any words, or anybody have anything to bring up? Councilor St. Hilaire.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Committee on Finance and Property is going to be meeting on Monday, October 28th here at City Hall to take up the issue of second water meters. This was a letter introduced by Councilors Bowen and Sweeney, and it's an issue we've discussed on the council previously, and look forward to having a conversation. Mr. Ailes, Mr. Perry, and hopefully Commissioner Collins will be on hand to talk through the issue and see where it goes from there. All are welcome.
Good. What time is that? Monday, 6:30. 6:30, okay. Anything else? On that note, I make a motion to adjourn. All in favor? Aye. Yeah. Motion carries 8-0.